Celebrity interviews tend to be fun, loose, and lighthearted affairs that can offer us a bit of insight into the minds and lives of our favorite stars. While they're largely uneventful and tend to go off without a hitch, there are times where celebs stray from the script and the interview quickly descends into full-blown skin-crawling awkwardness. With that being said, let's dive right into some of the most uncomfortable celebrity interviews of all time. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey has had his share of bizarre moments throughout the years. During the Harper's Bazaar Icons Party at New York Fashion Week 2017, Carrey raised a few eyebrows when he delivered one of the stranger yet poignant interviews in this list. While on the red carpet with E! News correspondent Kat Sadler, Carrey began the interview by circling around her and immediately began to tear into the event itself.
There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
Things didn't look up from there. When Sadler attempted to inform Carrey the event was about celebrating icons, he proceeded to enlighten her with his own views about them.
I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off.
Sadler's face says 1,000 words. While I think Jim may have been channeling a bit of his inner Andy Kaufman and raised a few interesting points about the whole spectacle of award shows in general, you can't help but feel a little bad for Sadler, who appeared to have no idea what was going on.
Okay.
Russell Brand. Occasionally, interviews start off on the wrong foot and just never seem to pick up from there. This was the case for Russell Brand during a 2013 appearance on MSNBC's Morning Joe, when host Mika Brzezinski appeared to not even know who the actor was.
Joining us now, he's a really big deal.
He's a big deal.
I know. I'm told this. I'm not very pop cultured. I'm sorry.
While Brand was a gentleman and played it off humbly, the interview never really recovered. During the course of the interview, things grew strange as Brand became disinterested with the interview itself, opting to goof off with the crew behind the camera instead.
They're tweeting themselves senseless back there.
Then the interview derailed completely after co-host and BBC correspondent Katty Kay referred to Brand in the third person and even got his first name wrong.
Would you do therapy with him?
I don't think.
Because that's where he's heading.
Okay. I'm all right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say he when a person is present. You should refer to the person by their name. That's basic good manners.
That is where Willie is heading.
Who is Willie?
I don't know.
Is this what you all do for a living?
This all came together with Brand taking over the show and playing the role of anchor, with the actual host not even appearing to really notice or care.
Okay, we're going to be talking about the situation with Edward Snowden, this whistleblower. Is it good, what he's done for America?
David Blaine. As a renowned illusionist, David Blaine is a master of mind games, which is exactly what he played with host Eamon Holmes during a 2001 appearance on BBC's GMTV. Blaine opened the interview barely acknowledging Holmes' questions, responding strictly in nods and opting to stare straight through his soul instead.
You're famous in this country as well for appearing in a car advert, doing tricks as well. Car tricks. Excellent. Is it a trick to talk? Is it? No.
Eventually, Blaine began to open up, going so far as to offer up single-sentence responses.
What do we get with you? Are you an illusionist? Are you a trickster? What is it? Are you a stuntman? What are you? How would you describe yourself?
I'm just a showman.
Yeah? Yeah. Is this part of the show? This sort of moody persona and the stare and the eyes and all that sort of thing? That's just you?
Then things managed to progress from strange to outright bizarre, with Blaine revealing an all-seeing eye drawn in the palm of his hand. Yet somehow things still managed to become more surreal from there when Blaine offered up his reason for the drawing.
What does that mean?
Protection from death.
Thankfully, Holmes managed to be a good sport about the whole ordeal, later revealing in an interview.
It's early in the morning, I don't really care. I just want a quiet life, you know, it's 3 minutes. I just want me to talk very little, him to talk a lot.
If only things could be so simple. Kanye West. From his unforgettable appearance with Michael Myers during a telethon for Hurricane Katrina relief in 2005.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
To his infamous show-stealing moment from Taylor Swift during the 2009 VMAs.
I
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Kanye West is no stranger to controversy. The rapper, producer, and fashion icon made headlines in the news and waves on social media most recently during the summer of 2018 after an appearance on TMZ Live. While Kanye was rambling all over the place throughout the interview, things became particularly heated after specific remarks West made about slavery.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
This didn't sit well with TMZ staffer Van Lathan, who proceeded to call West out for the points he was raising and his perception of them.
Do you feel that I'm being free and I'm thinking free?
I actually don't think you're thinking anything.
Kanye tried to clarify what he meant, but only ended up using gasoline to put out the fire he created.
This reality has been forced upon us. It is a choice, just like when I said slavery is a choice. We can talk about history, but not too long.
Thankfully, West appeared to understand some of the offense he may have caused, and at least attempted to make peace with the TMZ staffer.
Bro, your voice is too big.
I'm sorry I hurt you, bro. I love you, bro. I'm sorry I hurt you with my words.
Burt Reynolds. As a film icon of the 70s and early 80s, Burt Reynolds was no stranger to running the late-night talk show gauntlet. However, during an October 1994 appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, Burt Reynolds appeared to have little patience for game show host Mark Summers, who was interviewed while he was hanging out on set. But it was a joke that referenced Reynolds' recent divorce that seemed to really have set him off.
My wife tells me that often.
She says, good morning.
I'm still married, as a matter of fact.
Yes, well, you...
Thankfully, Summers was ultimately a good sport about the whole thing, and even eventually managed to get a little revenge on Reynolds. Eventually, the two settled the score with a classic pie to the face, ending with Reynolds even autographing a copy of his recent book for Summers. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is no stranger to uncomfortable interviews.
Now, why would you do that?
In an infamous 2005 appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show, Cruise made television history with what may be the single most awkward interview of all time. Cruise had recently started a relationship with actress Katie Holmes and was more than happy to let the world know.
I'm in love.
Tom was clearly elated, showing his enthusiasm for the new romance in some very interesting ways.
You know, Katie once told 17 magazine, yes! Do that? We're gonna do that. That's why you're here? That's why you're here? Have you ever felt this way before?
While I can't say for sure if Cruise's reactions were genuine or not, they were certainly memorable and iconic, forever making their mark on television history. Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. has faced his fair share of controversy over the years, and while the star has managed to work through his demons to become one of the biggest names in Hollywood, there are some in the media who just can't seem to let go of the past. That's exactly what happened during a 2015 Channel 4 interview with Krishnan Guru Murthy to promote the most recent installment in the Avengers franchise.
We also would like to talk a little bit about you, and I don't know how comfortable you are, you know, talking about yourself at the moment.
You have as much time as anyone else will.
Downey appeared to already know and be uncomfortable with the road the line of questioning was going down.
And our agreement.
Your foot's starting to jump a little bit. You better get to your next question.
When Guru Murthy finally came out with it, the interview immediately fell off track.
You've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in you know, the dark periods you went through.
Causing Downey to abruptly end the interview and storm off the set.
Still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
I mean,
Bye.
Are you... I'm sorry.
It's okay.
CARA DELEVIGNE. While humor tends to be universal, there are certain regional quirks that foreigners may not easily pick up on, dry British sarcasm being a prime example. That's exactly what happened during an interview with model and actress CARA DELEVIGNE on Sacramento's Good Day to promote her acting debut. Of course, things didn't begin on the best note when one of the hosts began the interview by getting CARA's name wrong.
Carla Delevingne is in the movie. She joins us live from New York City to talk about Paper Towns. Cara, good morning.
Things didn't really improve from there, with one host asking a question that bordered on a veiled insult.
The book is taught, I know, in a lot of high schools and such. Did you get a chance to read it, or do you even have time to sit and read? These days you're so busy.
No, I never read the book or the script, actually. I kind of winged it.
Yeah.
No, of course, I love the book.
Nice
I think
try.
the book's amazing.
I have to give Delevingne credit for maintaining her composure, even if she did keep the sarcasm up.
Do you find that it's easier for you to focus because you're so busy? If you had downtime, maybe it wouldn't be so easy for you? What do you think?
No, I don't know where that comes from.
It quickly became tense when the hosts began to grow frustrated with not getting the canned responses they were expecting.
I saw you in London talking a couple weeks ago on TV, and you seemed a lot more excited about it than you do right now. Are you just exhausted?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm still very excited. You know, the premiere was last night. It was an emotional night. It felt like the end of an era, but I'm not any less excited than I was a couple of weeks ago. Maybe I had a bit more energy. It's the morning.
Things somehow still managed to escalate from there, with the host mistaking Delevingne's sarcasm for attitude and proceeding to tear into her.
We'll let you go then. How about that? We'll let you go take a little nap, maybe get a Red Bull. How about that? She was in a mood.
Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill is known for being a fun and goofy guy, following starring roles in comedies such as Superbad and 21 Jump Street. But sometimes even the most jolly among us can be pushed to their limit. That's exactly what happened when Hill was asked a pretty rude question about his physique during a 2011 sit-down interview with students at Georgia Tech.
But are you still considered the fat guy when you go to a party or anything? Because I run into that a whole lot. I'm the fat one.
Asking someone about their physique is out of line enough, but to approach it from the emotional angle of, are you still considered the fat guy when you go to parties and stuff, takes it to the next level. Why the student thought it was okay to ask such an inappropriate question is beyond me, although we do have to applaud Jonah for playing it off like a champ.
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
Quentin Tarantino. As a renowned director of cinematic icons like Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Basterds, Quentin Tarantino is no stranger to the controversy and discussions surrounding violence in film and the effect it may have on society.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
Because it's so much fun, Chan. Get it?
But when interviewer Krishnan Guru Murthy attempted to discuss the matter with Tarantino in a 2013 appearance on Channel 4, things quickly got heated.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Do not ask me a question like that. I'm not biting.
While that should have been the end of that line of discussion, Guru Murthy wasn't quite done with the questions yet.
But you see, Jamie Foxx has said, we can't turn our back and say that violence in films
Well,
or
then you should
anything
talk
that
to
we
Jamie
do
Foxx.
doesn't have a
Then you
sort of
should talk to
impact.
Jamie Foxx about that.
When asked if he wanted to discuss anything serious at all, Tarantino quickly fired back.
And the reason I don't want to talk about it is because I've said everything I have to say about it. If anyone cares what I have to say about it, they can Google me.
Tarantino clarified he was only holding the interview to sell his movie and nothing else. When Guru Murthy continued to prod, Quentin said his final words on the subject.
No, it's my job to try and ask you to.
And I'm shutting your butt down.
Vin Diesel. There are few things more frustrating than someone hitting on you while you're just trying to do your job, which is unfortunately exactly what happened to Brazilian YouTuber Carol Moreira when she interviewed actor Vin Diesel to promote the latest film in the XXX series.
God, you're so beautiful. God, she's so beautiful, man. Am I right or wrong? Look at her. How am I supposed to do this interview? Look at this woman.
While it could have just been a one-off uncomfortable moment, Diesel just couldn't manage to stay focused on the interview on hand, instead choosing to continue to make inappropriate remarks and even going so far as to suggest the two go out together.
Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go have lunch. My God, I love her. Look how beautiful she is.
Thank you.
God, wow.
Yet somehow Vin Diesel couldn't help from being even more creepy. After repeatedly professing his love for her and remarking about her physical appearance, he somehow managed to transcend from weird to downright bizarre, forcing Moreira to end the interview early.
I love her. Man, she's so f***ing sexy. It's not, I can't do this interview. Look at her. Does anyone say this? It's like you can't even do an interview with her because you're just like, dot, 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 dot. When did this turn into I love you?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Jesse Eisenberg. Actor Jesse Eisenberg is used to playing some real jerks in movies, such as his appearance as Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg in 2010's The Social Network. During the promotional run for Now You See Me in 2013, actor Jesse Eisenberg appeared to channel his inner Zuckerberg during an appearance on Fusion's Say My Name with Romina Puga.
The interview didn't even begin on the highest of notes when Eisenberg decided to nitpick the way Romina said co-star Morgan Freeman's name.
So Freeman plays a magic debunker.
Freeman? Who are you? Yeah. Freeman? Yeah. What, are you on a baseball team with him?
I'm not sure if Eisenberg was just having a rough day or what, as it appeared even the smallest remarks set him on edge.
I'll tell you the problem with the trick is that the thumbs don't look like an end of a finger.
You just have a fat thumb, though.
No, my thumb's fine, thank you, but what did you write on your hand?
Nothing.
Well, I saw there was a lot of things. What was it?
A lot of things.
Are they questions?
No.
Are you secretly hiding questions for the interview?
Eisenberg even went so far as to say Romina should go cry after the show, after he made a rude comparison about her as an interviewer.
Do you know the comedian Carrot Top?
Yes. Horrible.
Well, you were like the Carrot Top of interviewers.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, and it's a good thing. It's
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
thing.
cry now.
No, don't cry now. Cry after the interview's over.
What may have been some deadpan banter appeared to devolve into outright rudeness, with Eisenberg making comments like,
I said your name into camera, what else do you want from me?
A magic trick.
Okay. All right,
So we can wrap this up.
Hey, you're on my time.
Romina Puga managed to stay strong, ending the interview saying what all of us had been thinking the entire time.
The thing is, I actually didn't want to find you. I was actually hoping to stay alone.
Such a jerk.
Was this just Jesse's dry sense of humor on show? Or had Jesse had enough of the long haul of promoting his new movie? Samuel L. Jackson. Sometimes an interview is botched from the very beginning. This was the case for actor Samuel L. Jackson during an appearance on the KTLA Morning News to promote the RoboCop reboot. This immediately became awkward when entertainment reporter Sam Rubin mistook Jackson for actor Lawrence Fishburne from a Super Bowl commercial.
I tell you what, you working for Marvel, the Super Bowl commercial, did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
When Rubin attempted to explain himself, it only ended up making things far worse.
Oh, you know what? I've admit my mistake. You know what?
See, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
That's my fault. I know that. That was my fault.
While that could have been the end of it, Jackson had a few more choice words for Rubin.
Father, you're
We may
exactly
be all
right.
black and famous.
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
I am guilty.
Next question.
Just to be sure that Rubin really got the point, Jackson went on to distinguish himself from other actors.
I'm the what's in your wallet black guy.
Okay.
He's the car black guy.
There it is.
Morgan Freeman is the other credit card black guy.
James Brown. The Godfather of Soul turned quite a few heads during a 1988 appearance on Sonya Live in LA, where the late musician gave one of the most outlandish and iconic celebrity interviews of all time.
How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
Things weren't looking the brightest for Brown at the time, who was fresh out of jail on drug charges and dealing with some very public marital issues. Of course, when questioned about either, Brown appeared to deny everything.
There's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong at all. You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Have all the charges been dropped?
Yeah, I'm out on love.
Well, are you out on love or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.
He also appeared to care little about what people thought about those problems either.
And what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say I feel good. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
When asked why his female fans adored him so much, Brown delivered the perfect response.
Now, the women love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh.
While I think Brown may have been high on something other than life, I can't really complain as it made for some of the greatest television of all time. Brown was having such a great time, he didn't even want the interview to end.
James, we want to thank you for being with us today
Wait
and
a
giving
minute,
us
I
an
just got
opportunity.
here.
Oh, is there something more you want to say that we haven't
Yeah, I
covered?
want to say a lot of things.
Okay,
I
go
love
ahead.
You. I love America. I love everybody.
Well,
I feel good.
It sounds to me as though you're not troubled by any of this at all.
This is a man's world.
So what was your all-time favorite uncomfortable celebrity interview? Was there one you think I may have missed? Let me know in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.